From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Darrell W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, September 22nd, 2014. Silver is trading at $17.80 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,217 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $402. Antiwar.com reports, in a move that could have far-reaching implications, Hezbollah has launched its first-ever drone strike against several western Syrian bases belonging to al-Qaeda faction Jabhat al-Nusra, killing 23 fighters. The strikes targeted bases near the Lebanese border town of Arsal, which has been contested by Nusra, the Islamic State, and other Syrian Islamic factions off and on in recent months. The strikes were reportedly followed by a ground offensive in which Hezbollah captured several additional fighters. The capture of the fighters opens up the possibility of Hezbollah negotiating the release of kidnapped Lebanese soldiers held by Islamic factions, which would go a long way toward improving public opinion of their involvement in the Syrian war in Lebanon. Hezbollah has been known to have drone technology for a while, but in the past has only used it for surveillance flights. The move toward drone strikes opens up the possibility of them using drones increasingly in the Syrian war, as well as in future wars with Israel. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. The Associated Press reports a bus carrying 50 people crashed and overturned in Delaware, leaving one woman dead and several others injured. Officials said the accident did not involve other vehicles and happened around 4:20 p.m. on Sunday in the northern part of the state. Delaware State Police spokesman Paul Shavok said one woman was killed at the scene. Troopers found her body under the bus. Shavok said the 49 others were taken to area hospitals for injuries varying in severity. Of those, 3 to 5 people were listed as in critical condition. Investigators are interviewing the bus driver, who was not critically injured, according to authorities. State police told the News Journal newspaper of Wilmington that there were no apparent witnesses outside of the bus to the crash. Elvis DeCruz said he was driving in the area with a friend when he came upon the overturned bus, and were there before the first responders arrived. DeCruz said everybody was in pain and crying out for help. He said the group of passengers included largely adults, many of them speaking different languages, including Hindi, Mandarin, Spanish, and Portuguese. DeCruz said there was not one person without blood on them, adding that he and his friends handed out items from a first aid kit. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. Reuters reports an international day of action on climate change brought hundreds of thousands of people onto the streets of New York City on Sunday, easily exceeding organizers' hopes for the largest protest on the issue in history. Organizers estimated that some 310,000 people, including UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, former U.S. Vice President Al Gore, actor Leonardo DiCaprio, and elected officials from the United States and abroad, joined the People's Climate March ahead of Tuesday's United Nations-hosted summit in the city to discuss reducing carbon emissions that threaten the environment. The New York rally, the largest single protest ever held on the topic of climate change, followed similar events in 166 countries, including Britain, France, Afghanistan, and Bulgaria. Rikin Patel, executive director of activist group Avaz, which organized the march, said, "The march numbers are beating our wildest expectations. In 2,500 marches from Paris to Bogota, we've blown past expected numbers. Climate change is not a green issue anymore. It's an everybody issue." This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.